Previously on the Beam Chronicles.
Equalizing is tough stuff. So long as I'm around, I won't make you actually do anybody that I can do for you, at least until you're a half-competent agent. Deal? It would grow to become the defining agreement of our companionship. Neither of us realized the impact of that handshake for years.
I wasn't a baby anymore. The last time I'd managed to corral myself into a semblance of present-mindedness, I was about 4 months old.
In 2 years, it all ends. That's cryptic.
The toxin was designed for torture purposes. It takes 24 hours to activate. I exposed you both to it last night while you were sleeping.
I wasn't sleeping here last night. Maria looked up at me, mouth agape and eyes wide with fear.
Oh shit.
I busted a few vertebrae in Rick's lower thoracic spine. Then I scooped Maria into my arms and bolted back to HQ.
These are the Beam Chronicles, with your host, MJ Dooney. Book 3, Cataclysm. Chapter 7, Jaxon Teaque.
Hold on, Maria, we're almost there. I frantically assured her as I soared toward headquarters.
Jaxon, listen, well, that's a new kind of dizzy.
Don't talk, okay? Don't talk until we get you straightened out.
No, listen, if I die...
No, I'm going to save you.
If I die, Jaxon, don't fall apart, please. Hold yourself together for me, stay in one piece. Promise me you won't get lost again.
It's irrelevant.
No, damn it, promise.
She was cut off by a gag and the green foam that started filling up her mouth. I could feel her body tremble lightly as her eyes welled up with tears, not sure if it was the start of her seizure or the result of her fear. I promise, Maria, I won't get lost, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to save you. She started convulsing more spastically as the green billowed out of her mouth, spilled over her cheeks. Still, she looked at me with terrified hope. So I kept talking, yelling above the air whistling by us as I jetted back home, just in case she could still hear me. I'm going to save you, Maria, I promise. Medical will have an antidote for this. And even if they don't, I'll fail-safe you back. I'll make Prophet do it, I promise. You're not dying. You're not going to die. I got you. Just hold on. I think she briefly tried to smile, but before she could, her eyes rolled back and pus started seeping from them as the toxin took its full hold. I looked up, focused on the clouds rushing past me because even if it was temporary, it was too hard to watch it all unfold. By the time I landed at HQ, blowing the glass front doors into 1,000 shards and stepping inside, she was rigid. I didn't give up yet. We'd recovered from worse. Senpai! I bellowed into the lobby. Before I had even located him off to the side, having a friendly chat with Charlie, he urgently rushed up to me, and when he saw her in my arms, stalled momentarily to gasp.
Oh, no. Oh, gosh, no.
Get her to medical, all right?
Yes,
Tell
brother.
them it was a Kovorskian toxin. Rick Fisher exposed her to it last night.
Yes,
Get
brother.
with Phil, see which one's missing. Symptoms are, she threw up some red stuff and then some green foam and a seizure. Pus came out of her eyes and ears. Now she's rigid. She said she was dizzy too. Tell them all of that. All of it to help them identify it, okay? Hurry.
Yes, brother.
And he collected her from my arms, turned toward the elevator, and sprinted into it.
JT.
No! I growled, extending my finger at her without looking. You stay there! Don't move, don't speak! Just in case, if she can still see or hear, I don't want her to. I didn't finish, but she stayed put, somewhat perplexed, hiding in the shadows until Sydney and Maria disappeared behind the elevator doors. I turned to her once they were gone, tried to stay calm, not choke up, tried to ignore the butterflies I got in my stomach whenever I was around her and not think about how they were being torched by the fire in my chest. I need you to group me to Prophet.
You didn't tell her about me?
Charlie, an organic moment to talk about divorce didn't exactly come up. I walked in on her with Fisher on his knees beaten to a pulp. 5 minutes later, she was puking blood and having a seizure. It wasn't the right time. She shook her head, clenching shut her eyes.
Right. Of course, obviously, duh. Sorry, I don't know why Never mind, I'll shut up here.
And she grouped me down to the dungeon, right in front of Prophet's cell. He stood up gradually when he noticed us there, cocked a confused eyebrow at me as I mashed both buttons of the intercom telekinetically, unwilling to waste another precious second waiting for him to push his own. Howie, I need you to operate the failsafe. Maria's been poisoned.
I'm not using that thing ever again.
He boldly and calmly proclaimed, underestimating how close to the edge I was.
If you want to use it, you do it.
Fine, but I've already scoured every open door in the oubliette and I can't find it, so tell me where you put it.
What earthly reason do I have to tell you that?
Well, if he wanted one. I whipped my card key through the lock and slammed the button, raising the glass. Just before I stepped into his cell, Charlie softly called my name.
JT.
And when I looked at her over my shoulder, the guilt and fire overcame me. I may have snarled at her. I may have demonstrated my contempt that our impatient lust was the entire reason Maria's life was on the line. I wasn't there to protect her. I let Rick Fisher kill her. It was the first time in forever that Charlie could not have convinced me of something, even if she wanted to. Maybe she read that in my face, or maybe she just changed her mind, but she sadly winced and nodded once, releasing me to do my worst, which I refocused on profit. I lifted him off of his feet, shoved him into the back wall, not forceful enough to cause any serious injury because I needed him in one piece to give me what I wanted. I pulled him within centimeters of me and growled. Tell me where it is.
I can't.
I slammed my fist into his face, and it stung like crazy, but I didn't care. Something about physically punching him, not psychically choking him or telekinetically pinching a nerve, made all the roaring emotions subside for just that millisecond of impact. It felt right. Tell me where the failsafe is, you son of a bitch!
Jaxon, I can't.
I hit him again, 3 times, each harder than the last. He was bleeding now, but still unwavering in his stalwart, empty gaze. I shouted. Tell me where the fucking failsafe is now!
I don't know where she is.
It was like ice had closed over my whole body, or I'd suddenly sunk to the bottom of the ocean. I heard what he said. I couldn't stop repeating it in my brain, but I had to hear it a second time because I still refused to believe it. What? This time he looked at me, his left eye beginning to swell from where I'd hit him, and he let loose a hefty sigh before he confirmed it.
I don't know where the failsafe is either. She's gone, Jaxon. She's just like the forecasts. My hold over you, gone. And I don't know how, and I don't know where. In 2 years, it all ends was no exaggeration. It all ended. Every bit of power I clung to, I don't have the failsafe. I can't retrieve it. I can't help Maria.
I stepped back, let him down off the wall, covered my mouth with my hand. I was shaking now, from head to toe, the room along with me. Did I break it? Her? Did I kill the failsafe when I was committing suicide? Did I use her too much?
No, it wasn't you. She just disappeared. One day I went to look and her apparatus was broken and she wasn't in it. I don't know why, how, where, when, anything.
He threw his arms out to the side, frowning, baring his tender underbelly to me.
I don't know anything, Jaxon. I can't help you.
But I'd stop listening to him plead his case anyway. She was going to die. Maria was going to die, and there was nothing I could do to save her. In spite of all my promises and all my power, she was going to die.
Jaxon, listen, I know calling things rocky between us is the mother of all understatements, but I still wish there was something I could do for you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
The devil had the gall to apologize to me. And could he have chosen a worse time?
Jesus Christ!
Charlie gasped as I snapped Prophet's arm in half between the elbow and the shoulder, so drastically that it barely hung on. I stormed out of the room, jammed the button on the adjacent keypad to alert medical. "Let's go," I said coldly over the wailing sirens. She watched, thunderstruck and horrified, as Prophet fainted at the very sight of his gruesome injury. I coldly brushed past her down the hall, but she grouped in front of me, blocking my progress. She shook her head, discarding the sick image she'd just seen.
JT, fuck. Wait a minute,
What do you want?
Hey, easy, buddy. It's me, all right? Give me a fucking second here while you're ripping people's arms off without looking back. I'm worried about you. Justifiably so. I'm just trying to talk.
What could you possibly say, Charlie? What could you possibly say that would make all of this any better?
How about I look at you, fucking dipshit?
She glared at me angrily, then glanced down for a second, sighing. When she lifted her head again, the fury was gone, and her gorgeous, icy blue eyes, so compassionate and sad, made the room stop shaking, if only for a moment.
I love you, okay? It's gonna be all right, I promise.
It did make it better. Some part of me wished that it hadn't, but this wasn't her fault. Of all the people in the world, she was the last person I should be angry with, and again, I was so quick to blame her. Shit. I'm sorry, Charlie. I'm so fucking angry right now. I don't know why. I'm sorry.
I know, JT.
And I love you too. I had more to say, but my body was searing after I said this much. It felt like I was betraying Maria on her deathbed just being there with Charlie right then. The way she smiled, rolled her eyes, half compensated for the guilt.
I know, JT. Come on.
We grouped back up into the lobby. For some reason, in spite of all evidence to the contrary, I had the thinnest sliver of hope. Probably deeply seated in denial, but whatever. For just a few fractions of a second longer, I held on to the concept that people were resurrected around here all the time. Medical was known for having miraculous cures to any ailment, and if Kowarski's lab contained this toxin like Fisher claimed, surely an antidote was in there as well. Death was nothing to Beam. Foon died once, Charlie twice, I myself too many times to count, yet here I was, watching these steel doors peel open agonizingly slow. It didn't seem half as outlandish to me as it actually was, expecting Sydney to be standing in that elevator with Maria right beside him, maybe shaken up, out of sorts, but in perfect health otherwise. But no, he was alone. Shoulders drooping, head hanging, pinching the space between his eyebrows. No Maria. I really did break my promise.
I am so sorry, my brother, but there was no chance to.
He offered to me softly, stepping out of the elevator, grabbing my shoulders.
She was dead when you arrived.
No, this couldn't be real. At least she died without having to know about me and Charlie. Why did I seriously just think that? Fuck! They couldn't resuscitate her? My voice, but I didn't mean to say it out loud.
It did not matter. Even if you would have gotten here before she was gone, medical had no antidote. From the instant she was exposed, it was a foregone conclusion.
You told them the symptoms. You explained it was Kowarski's.
Yes, I did. I promise, but it did not matter. Jaxon, again, I am so sorry.
Yeah, I'm already getting really fucking sick of people apologizing to me.
Jaxon, it's Sydney.
We both ignored her. I continued walking away, but he hustled up next to me, then in front, blocking my retreat.
What can I do?
Nothing, Sydney.
Brother, obviously I must do something. There must be something I can do. I wish to help.
Sydney! He sucked his lips into his mouth, watching me with such sincere, naive remorse it pissed me off. Stop. You need to stop. There's nothing you can do. Nothing. There's nothing anyone can do, all right? She's dead. Maria's dead. And it's my fault, and I'm not okay. I'm not fine. Stop trying to help me for once. Just go help yourself for a while. I need to be alone. And as I stormed out the front door, Charlie threw her arm out to keep him from pursuing me. I could faintly hear them behind me.
Give him space, Sid.
The last time that I gave him space, he nearly destroyed himself.
I know, but it's a little fresh, okay? He's not himself right now, trust me. Just give him a minute to get back in his head.
I darted to the roof as soon as I got outside, but paused halfway up, flew back down to the 7th floor through the window of my apartment and snatched the bottle of whiskey I kept hidden behind the refrigerator. Took a long look at it. My secret refuge in the dark, cold world I finally had crawled out of. This world was so much better, right? So much better. I considered drinking it all right then and there before anybody could stop me. I didn't, but would it really have made a difference if I did? I wanted to so badly. Once I got up to the roof and hung my legs over the ledge, I held that bottle and stared at it some more. Maybe 10, 15 minutes. All I wanted was to uncork it, drain it into my mouth, swallow, pass out up here. Delay this suffering the way I delayed telling her about Charlie. I wanted to drink it. That said something, right? That legitimized my feelings for her in a way my words never could. I wanted to fall to pieces over Maria's death, the same way I did over Charlie. Now, hell, the only reason I hadn't yet was I promised her I wouldn't, and I wasn't about to break that promise as well. Who was I kidding? That wasn't the only reason.
That's not ginger ale, is it?
I was instantly elated when I spun around to see Charlie, lingering and leaning against the doorway to the roof, hesitant to group over and sit beside me, given the circumstances. It actually took me a moment to realize the cause of her hesitance, and when I remembered that my wife was dead, I felt like a monster for being glad to see her at all during a time like this. Still, I was glad. And I patted a ledge beside me, indicated that she was good to stick around. I desperately needed company right now. Hers was my favorite. I think given recent events, I finally answered her, extending my bottle of whiskey after she grouped beside me. I've earned the right to get plaster drunk one last time. She took a hearty swig from the bottle, having apparently shed some of her own healthy habits. Clearly, she wasn't as practiced of a drinker as I was. She made a contorted up face after swallowing, and a weak little gagging noise.
Nope.
She tossed the bottle off the rooftop, but I caught it before it fell very far. Not that easy, love, I said, hoisting it back up to my hand, then suddenly getting pummeled with guilt for calling her love with Maria so freshly deceased. She took advantage of my temporarily remorseful paralysis to reach out and ungroup the bottle before I could take another swig.
Yeah, sure it is.
And she leaned over, like she was about to lay on my shoulder, then apparently realized how inappropriate it would be and stalled, sitting back upright. I wish she would have done it. It's funny, she never so blatantly denied me of it like that, I muttered, glaring at my now boozeless, merciless palm. Maria, I mean. Even when she made me quit, it wasn't so direct. Hell, I drank in front of her all the time. First few months. Even when I got to the watershed, I poured it out. I made the decision. She just watched.
She was 1,000,000 times more patient than me.
Right, but a stampede of angry cattle is 1,000,000 times more patient than you, Charlie. She laughed. I did too, but it burned my chest to be happy. I took a moment to imagine Maria's face the last time I saw her, rigid and gruesome, covered in pus and green foam. That was a good way to kill any lingering feelings of joy. It's weird. You and she were so different. Still, it's like... Charlie stared at the side of my face as I avoided her, looked to my hands in my lap.
It's like what?
Nothing, forget it.
No, come on, tell me.
I can't. I can't tell you.
Excuse me.
She sounded so offended by it, I had to smirk, look up at her sheepishly.
You can tell me anything, asshole. Don't you ever insinuate otherwise.
It's really nothing, love. No, stop calling her that. How could it be that hard to forget?
Tell me. Now.
She commanded curtly before adding in the same tone.
Please.
I know you don't like hearing other people's problems.
Fuck you, that doesn't apply to you, you know it. I want to help you, dipshit, that's the whole reason I came up here.
I see, so this is you being emotionally supportive?
No, but I think we've pretty well established that you suck balls at coping with loss on your own.
And you're what, some kind of master at it?
Nobody's a master at it, JT, but I'm good enough to recognize there's a shit ton of better options than alcoholism and suicide, which history indicates are your eventual solutions. Talk. I promise it'll help.
I relented. It was true. There was nothing in the world I couldn't tell her, even considering I hadn't seen her in the last 2 years. Charlie knew every intimate detail about me. A lot of things Maria never learned in her life, probably never would have. It was so comforting and so horrifyingly vile all at once. I was just gonna say that the two of you are so completely different, and yet you're the only two people I've ever been in love with.
Why is that so hard to tell me?
Because, Charlie, I loved her. I don't know. Doesn't that bug you?
I mean, I don't particularly like it, but I get why it happened. It's not like I left you with much else to do but move on.
I honestly think if I'd never met you, we could have been happy. Maria and me, like seriously, truly happy. You know? I think even if you would have been actually gone, we would have gotten there. Eventually.
I believe it, sure. Maria was an amazing person.
She was. A beautiful, amazing person. What I wouldn't do for my bottle back. In fact, there were two things I wanted to do more than anything else. Drink and hold Charlie. But I couldn't do either of them without betraying Maria in some dishonor to her memory sort of way. So instead, I had nothing. All over again. Nothing.
Keep talking.
This again?
Worked last time.
What do I say?
You still want a drink?
I nodded.
Say the things that you're thinking that are making you want to drink.
Okay, so when Sydney told me that she died, she finally leaned onto my shoulder. It couldn't have been more poorly timed considering what I was about to say, but I didn't dare push her off. I think I was such a jerk to him because I was so angry at myself. It was too many different emotions all at once, so I couldn't wrangle them all in. Shocked, for sure, in denial, stunned, sad, horribly sad, obviously, and blisteringly angry, more obviously, even a little scared, maybe, that I'd spent so long trying to get back on my feet, rebuild my life, and all of it was coming down around me all over again, and where do I go next? Oddly exhausted, like this relentless queue of bullshit just never seems to get any shorter. Confused, powerless, unbearably guilty that I didn't stop it or see it coming, that I was busy with you while she was... I elected not to finish that thought, clearing my throat to dodge it. But then you know what crept in there and blew the whole thing to shit? You know which emotion got me up on the roof with a bottle of whiskey for the first time in months?
Stupidity?
That's not an emotion.
Sorry, poor timing. What was it?
Relief, Charlie. Sweet relief that she died without knowing you were back. In her head, I was her husband and we were working our way toward a beautiful future and she had so much to look forward to. Maria thought she died with a good life. She was worried that I'd fall to pieces again without her, the way I did without you, and she's gone now. She went without me having to break her heart, and when I heard that she did, I felt relieved that she never had to know the truth. It was just one less horrible task on my list to process. I was relieved that my wife died. Is that not the single most fucked up thing you've ever heard in your entire life?
No.
No?
It's not the most fucked up thing I've ever heard.
How about this then? Every time I was with her, the only reason I was ever nice to her when I was drunk, the only reason she fell in love with me again is I was just pretending she was you. Because I wanted her to be you. I would have rather have been with you than her. We'd be watching TV or talking about work, eating breakfast, literally anything. And all I could think about was how I'd so much rather be doing any of it with you. So I faked it. I just imagined she was you, and then I'd feel better. And now she's gone, and you're here, and...
You wish I was her?
No, I don't. Not even slightly. That's just it, Charlie. That's the problem entirely. I want you. I'm glad it's you sitting here consoling me over her, and not the other way around anymore. The way it's been for months. It's like I accept the exchange. I'm such a horrible piece of shit for it.
Jaxon, listen, it's not... You're overthinking it. You're like a fucking hurricane right now. You're ripping off Howie's arm and being a dick to me and Sid. You just gotta slow the fuck down. It just happened, dude. You're emotional and perfectly justified in that, so whatever you think right now...
How can I rationally continue to insist that I loved her when all I want to do right now is kiss you?
People can love more than one person at once, Jaxon. In a bunch of different ways. It doesn't mean you didn't love her just because you loved me more. If love is even that fucking rankable and quantifiable like that. I sure as hell don't blame you for any part of it. And you know damn well Maria was aware of what she was getting herself into. From any perspective, it does not make you a bad person that you elected to settle for someone you love less than me to help you get on with your life when you thought I was gone.
It does from my perspective.
Well, you're an idiot then.
And you've called me an asshole literally 4 times for marrying Maria when I wasn't over you.
Hey, idiot, give me a break, all right? It's confusing for me too, and I'm bitter. Duh. I was slighted by it. I hated it when you married her. I thought you were getting over me when I was still completely stuck on you. That doesn't mean I actually held it against you personally.
Yeah, see? You never settled for someone you love less than me to help you get on with your life.
No, I didn't. But I also wasn't allowed to talk to people. And I didn't think you were dead. Furthermore, I'm a lot less capable of love than you are, so when I find it, I hold on pretty tight. Think you're probably it for me.
She grabbed my hand, squeezed it firmly, and my whirlwind of emotions raged. How could I do this? How could I want so badly to give up and be with Charlie 15 minutes after Maria was killed? Why did sitting with her make me feel infinitely better and infinitely worse at the same time? I had to fall down. I had to collapse and lay my face into her lap, sobbing because it felt so bad that it felt so good. And of course she let me, which made it better for some reasons, worse for others. Nothing could ever be simple.
Jaxon, listen. I know that it won't fix anything, but I have to ask, it's all I know. Do you want me to kill Rick Fisher?
Suddenly, I realized the only answer to my problem.
Because I'll do it. I'll do it in a heartbeat. I'll go kill him right now. I'll be back before you can miss me if that's what you want.
I need to kill him.
What?
I think I need to kill Rick Fisher. I lifted my head and looked at her sternly. But she matched my hard expression.
You know there's no way in hell I'm gonna let you do that.
You can't stop me.
Oh, fucking watch me.
When I do it...
You aren't doing it.
I'm not doing it for her.
Then why? Who are you doing it for?
I'm doing it for me. To prove to myself that marrying her wasn't just some thing I went and did because I was drunk and lonely. To prove to myself that I truly, deeply, actually cared about her and wasn't just using her to make myself marginally happier. It's not revenge. It's not justice or a symbol for how far I've fallen. It's none of that. It's validation. I gotta kill him. I gotta kill Rick Fisher as a statement to myself that Maria was more than just some feeble, fleeting means to an end.
That sounds like you're doing it for her.
Fine then, whatever, maybe I am. But if I kill Fisher, then it counts. If I kill the man who killed my wife, then I definitively close the book without any doubt that I loved her. Then I can be with you and not hate myself for betraying both of you.
Don't even allow this shit to have anything to do with me.
Every single thing in my life from the second I met you is entirely to do with you, Charlie.
Then don't do it. If it's all about me, don't do it. Please, I don't want you to. We didn't kill Howie, you can't kill Fisher.
that was different.
Yeah, Prophet deserved to die more.
They both deserve to die. And I would have let you kill Howie if it wouldn't have brought about a huge mess. Fisher's in my jurisdiction as an agent of Beam. Nothing happens to us if I equalize him. It's perfectly legal.
It has nothing to do with the legality of it. It's just... No, you don't need to, JT. Please, let me do it for you. Or Sydney, you have nothing to prove to anyone.
But I do. I have to prove it to me.
Listen, stop. Just wait a minute, or shit, a fucking day. And think about this. Take it from me, okay? Killing people, just one person, it changes you. Even if you think you know, even if you think you can predict what it'll do to you, you don't know. You can't. You're a good person, Jaxon.
Charlie. Maria, my wife, was poisoned while I was too busy committing adultery to save her. We can argue a lot about whose fault this all is. We can blame Howie like usual. Fine. I don't think we can keep calling me a good person anymore.
All of that doesn't make you a murderer.
I'm not the same idealistic, doe-eyed little nerd you beat the hell out of 5 years ago, all right? A lot has changed since then, myself included.
Still not a murderer.
You know what Fisher told me? He said, everyone knows if you want to mess with the Beam agent, just pick a Teaque and they'll go easy on you. How long do I let people keep messing with me because they know they can get away with it? Fisher killed her. Maria died explicitly because she had the reputation of not fighting back.
10 seconds ago, she died explicitly because you were having sex with me. Get your fucking story straight before you start pelting me with melodramatic overstatements. I might buy into one of them.
If he killed you, he would be dead already.
He couldn't kill me, that's
Charlie,
irrelevant.
you're not even listening to me. She stopped momentarily, her chest heaving up and down as she glowered at me, snarling, calibrating her anger, planning her words carefully, and restraining herself from beating me senseless. She got up off the ledge and paced away, waited for me to follow her before she spoke again, and when she did, it was frigid and quiet.
No, you're right. I'm not listening. Because it doesn't matter what you want, it doesn't matter what you say or do, how many reasons you come up with, I won't let you kill him. I'm faster than you, way faster, and before you can even take off to kill him, before your baby toe leaves this fucking rooftop, I'll be there and back with his corpse. You're not killing him. Whatever you say or do, you're not killing him. You're not fast enough. It's just that simple.
Okay. How about this then? You're right. You totally could prevent me from doing it without even trying. So let's make a deal.
No, there's nothing you could offer me that would make me back down on this.
There's gonna be more Fishers, Charlie. Always and forever. If this ordeal has shown me anything, it's that. We're stuck with this fight. It's never really over. People are gonna start finishing up their dungeon sentences and seeking revenge on us. Anomalies we equalized had children who will take up the cause. The public will start uncovering facts about how Beam operated once we smear Howie. They're going to hate us very soon. And without Prophet, we'll have the targets on our backs. It's going to rain vengeful, wicked fools trying their damnedest to ensure we're never perfectly free. And eventually, some lucky one is going to get through. He's going to hurt somebody or do something that will make me want to kill him. It's inevitable. There will be another Fisher, another guy I want to kill.
And I won't let you kill him either.
But what if you can't stop me? What if you're not able to save me from killing the next one? What if you're not around, or it's in the heat of battle, or your brain is turned off and you can't predict it? You don't know. She paused, furrowing her brow and biting her thumb, contemplating this very real possibility. I kept going. So I'll make you a deal. I won't. I will never kill anyone else. You give me what I want right now, this one. You let me go get Rick Fisher, and I promise you, it'll be the only murder I commit for the rest of my life. No matter what, after this one, it's entirely up to you whom I kill, if anyone. You want them all? They're all yours, no matter what. Even if it's to save the world, even if it's to save you. I won't kill anyone else. I just want Fisher. Please, Charlie, just one. Just him. The arrogant, murdering shitbag who took Cliff Hodge and Maria Carraway for nothing but pride. Just Fisher, and I'm done for good.
Okay, I get it. Stop repeating the same fucking thing.
She slowly closed her eyes, interlacing her fingers behind her neck as she exhaled through her nose.
Where is he right now?
He's... Wait, if I tell you, are you just gonna go kill him before I can?
No.
He's still at Maria's house. Our house. I broke his neck. He's paralyzed and stuck there.
When are you going to do it?
I don't know. Why the hell does that matter?
Because I don't want to be sixing you.
So, does that mean you're going to let me do it?
Let you is not exactly how I'd put it. The offer is too good to pass up, keeping you as close to clean as I ever possibly could. So no, I won't stop you, just this once, but that doesn't mean I like it.
Thank you, Charlie.
Sure. You still haven't told me when you're doing it.
Now, I'll go do it right now. I'll fly down, break his neck, bring him back in for processing. It wasn't like taking any more time would help steel me up for it. If anything, thinking would just distance me from my fury and give me a chance to talk myself out of it.
Few more things before I accept this deal, though. First of all, after it's done, don't talk to me about it. Never. Even if it's giving you nightmares, even if you can't erase it from your brain, even when you start seeing him walking around the building, not a word. I don't want to know what happened. If the fucking universe is on the line depending on you telling me the story of how you killed Rick Fisher, shut your fucking mouth. You don't tell me that story. Deal?
Yes.
Next thing, go tell Sydney.
Sydney? Why?
Because you were a dick to him and you need to apologize firstly. Second, we're a family. And this whole keep secrets from each other bullshit is over. You tell Sid you're going to kill Fisher and then do it and then come back here. No pit stops, no discussions. You got it?
Yeah.
Good. Last thing. When you get there, and you're looking him in the eye, ready to end his life, and you discover that you don't have it in you, that still counts in this arrangement. I still get you clean from here to the end. If you are incapable of killing Fisher, then you're not permitted to kill anyone else anyway. This is your only opportunity, fail or succeed, and after, you're mine, forever.
That seems fair.
Okay then. Good luck.
And she aloofly turned away from me, but I spurted out her name before she could ungroup. Charlie, wait. I ran over to her as she held still, back to me, and when I reached her, I spun her around and threw my arms around her. She hugged me back, unwilling at first, but then melted her steely resolve a few seconds later. Thank you. I kissed her on the forehead, very little thought put toward how guilty it made me feel, giving up gauging how wrong it was by Maria. I know you hate it, but thank you for letting me do it anyway. One day I'll make it up to you, and I promise I'll come back exactly the same.
You should really stop making promises you can't keep, JT.
I love you, Charlie.
I love you too.
I love you too. I'd always considered that response to be so silly, so necessarily less than the phrase it was responding to. For some reason, this one, Charlie's I love you too, packs so much more significant of a punch than my I love you preceding it. And I'll still love you no matter who tries to cock it up. We'll be over this before you know it, okay? She twitched her mouth into a momentary smile. There was an old lesson I'd learned a long time ago that everything went better when I just listened to what Charlie said. She was way smarter than me, more cautious and realistic, understood the way things operated, and impossibly knew me to a T, 2-year separation fully considered. But it was always one of my favorite features of hers that, in spite of all that, she'd occasionally grant me these opportunities to make horrid mistakes that she totally knew were mistakes all along, just so that I could see it through on my own. Then the best part, she'd forgive me emphatically when I eventually realized that I was wrong. I don't know why exactly, but it felt nice. Like she accepted me for my flaws or something, like she knew my brash idealism trumped her perfectly sound reason in my own stupid head. So she relented sometimes. In hindsight, I really wish she would have held firm on this particular battle.
Thank you for listening to the Beam Chronicles, a fiction podcast written and produced by me, MJ Dooney. You probably know this stuff, but just to be sure, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitter, email me, beamchronicles@gmail.com. I promise I'll respond. I love hearing about how my bellowing into the void occasionally echoes back, infiltrates people's hearts and minds. It's the only reason I'm doing this. That said, if there's a world where I could make money from this, I'd enjoy that world. So if you feel motivated, buymeacoffee.com/beamcroniv. or click support the show in the episode description. If you don't have spare cash to give to random guys on the internet, regaling you with tales of superpowered fancy, rating me on Spotify or Apple Podcasts makes me feel good about myself too. The march toward 10K total episode downloads, we are at 9,357. It's a little misleading because that's spread across 61 episodes, but I don't really have anything else to count, and it's fun. Keep spreading the word about my little passion project. I appreciate all of you so much for giving me the stamina to continue. I really love this story. You can hopefully tell by how often I'm crying while I record it. All music and sound effects were sourced from the Epidemic Sound Library. Special thanks to Sergio Duarte for creating the cover art for the show, and thanks again for listening.